All right, good night. Let's see who they got out here now. Let's see. I tell you, there always got to be some perp standing out there, right? Oh, it's a white guy now. Look, he turns around. Look. I tell you, there always got to be some perp. Don't care. So what? He's looking down at the green flowers there, the green plants. That's why he's looking down. Walk past me, looking down at the green plants. What? If I get my disability, what? You're gonna send a white guy for it? I don't care. I mean, come on, please. You know, you see the ridiculous shit about it? They see I leave, right? They see that every time I leave, so, you know. But, you know, it's, again, the insanity, you know, because they keep doing the same shit over and over again, expecting a different result, right? And the result is always the same, okay? They're trying to send me subliminal message about staying, right? Like I said, all of a sudden, now she's back into just, you know, wearing her panties, stuck up her behind in front of me. You know, what happened to the, you know, when I come in, it was this past week, you know, she's all in her shorts or pants or what have you and such, all of a sudden. I'm like, come on, man, please. This game has been played so much. Don't you understand that I studied y'all shit? You know, I guess because, you know what it is they feel they have the power, absolute power, because they have the technology. But once you know about the technology, right? And once you figure out how it is that they've programmed you, okay? You understand the programming and you can change it. So you don't fall into the traps and the pitfall that they set before you. Yeah, the sirens, yeah, no. Come on, they use my daughter to ask me if I'm leaving, if I'm going home. And they do from time to time, but they will hijack their consciousness. Okay? And when I say yes, right, all of a sudden, you know, she wants to start acting all friendly. And not my daughter, I mean, but Pam. But I didn't fall for that shit. Okay? So I told her today, I said, listen, Ethan needs his glasses. Well, I know, every time I gotta go pick up the kids. And I'm like, you said that, you know, take them to the boys and girls, and you'll pick them up. Okay? But every time we make an agreement, she changes it. She changes it to suit her narrative. Like I said, with my schooling. You know? Look, the fire trucks. Look, the fire trucks all the way up there. Look, fire trucks there, everybody. You know, with my schooling, you know, I said to her, listen, you know, get a babysitter. She didn't want to do that. So I said, okay, fine. I said, listen, on the nights that I have class, I need to be here by 6 o'clock. 6:30 the latest. I told her, 6:30 the latest. She's like, okay, whatever. Yes, okay. What happened? Okay, for 1 week, she was there on the time. For the rest of the time, she came in, she'd either come in late, or she'd come in, she'd go in her bedroom and go to sleep. And then I had to get her during class to get the kids something to eat, to make sure that they bathe to get to school. On top of that, being harassed by my classmates, you know, it was just too much. And then again, having been remote neural monitored to the point where, you know, there was sirens, you know, like I said, it just got to the point where I just got traumatized, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't remember shit anymore. Okay? I couldn't remember shit. And even though some of the tests were like open books, you know, except for well, my computer engineering class, right? My what is it called again? See, I forgot. My electrical, my two electric. I had to take electrical engineering class. That's basically it, for circuits. Okay. And so, you know, I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't. Every time I would try to read afterwards, especially my psychology classes, every time the sirens, you know, police sirens, and then I started getting like really, really bad headaches. Really, really bad, and it became yeah, it traumatized me. It became too painful. I couldn't even pick up a book to read. Just the thought of hearing the sirens was enough for me to just put that book down because I couldn't do it anymore. Okay. And this was in the space of just what 2 months, right? About 2 months, 1.5 months. They were attacking me relentlessly. Always making the U-turns. What I say, always making the damn U-turns. May not be nothing, but I think there's like a little club upstairs there. Well, it is because for years they've been playing music in there, so it's like a little club upstairs there. It's a catering hall, so yeah. But yeah, like even like I said today, they were having me on the margin, sending me subliminal message, using my kids, hijacking their consciousness. And like I said, particularly with my daughter, as soon as she asked me, like I said, no, I'm going home, because they're trying to get me to stay. Then they started with the police sirens. The police siren came, trying to intimidate me into staying, And like I said, all of a sudden now she's not acting all shy in front of me now. Now she's walking back again. Oh, and then she went and put on a green army fatigue shirt. Now I'm just like, okay. I'm like, okay, whatever. And like I said, I was leaving and, I told her about eating glasses. She wanted to make up her excuse. I said to her, what about today? I said, I came over there today, and you and him were binge watching Stranger Things. You could have went to the next, walked over. Actually, the place is it's the next block over from this block, okay? She was like, oh, you always got to say something. I'm like, yeah. She said, I woke up with a headache. I was like, really? But you was what? I mean, they had the system on loud. I mean, listen, I did a pretty good job with that home theater system, if I had to say so myself. In terms of calibrating and stuff like that, because it sounded amazing. But yeah, but they were, I had to do that shameless plug. I'm sorry, but I love home theater. I love, electronics. You know what I'm saying? I love that stuff. And for what I paid for that system, which was like years ago, it was like many years ago. You would not believe. Okay, I mean the speakers. I bought some Polk speakers that was on sale for like $99. Originally they were like $300 and something. But they're old. But I mean, like, listen, they haven't been. If it's brand new, it doesn't matter if it's like 5 years old. It's brand new. Okay. And then I bought another pair because one of them dropped, so I had to get another pair. And so what I did with the other one that didn't drop from the other pair, from the one that dropped, I used that one as a center channel, the one that didn't drop actually. And then the new pair, I bought like $100 to. Actually, I didn't buy it. I had actually asked her to get it for me as a birthday gift. So with that said, and then I bought the subwoofer on eBay from this dude. It was like $125. And basically it was brand new. He was like, yeah, it's like I just got it like a few months ago, and we just had a baby. My wife was like, no, you can't have this. So, you sold it. So, I got a pretty good deal, what I'm saying, for what I paid for it. The receiver I got, it was like an old denim receiver. It was like, but, it was 4K, and Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, and it was pretty, it's pretty good. It's not the most powerful. It's like the cheapest one at the time, and so over the course of like 2 years, I built that system, and it's amazing. But anyway, so she was like, she woke up with a headache. Yeah, you woke up with a headape, but you listening to loud ass. You watching Stranger Things very, very loud. The bass was thumping. I mean, I was like, geez. I sat there because I listen to stuff. I haven't listened to it that loud, but she was listening to that shit loud. I'm just like, yeah, you would listen to that, sit down and listen to this thing loud. Tell me you got a headache. You could have went over there and put the prescription in. Because I told her, I said, go online. All of his glasses. The first time she bought him glasses, right? She didn't ask my opinion. I said to her, why are you buying him glasses that cost over $400? So what I did is that I went after he broke that pair, I went online and I got the same frames. They were like $60 for the frames, as if you're buying it from a mall something where they want to charge you $150, $175 for some frames for children. I'm like, come on. So I bought him, actually the frame was less than that, like $40. I bought 2 of them, okay? And he's constantly breaking this glass because again, he's not, and I have to constantly talk to him about that. And then she bought him another two pairs of frames, right, for $60 each. And so we went back to the mall. It was like early this year, and she was like, "Oh, this glasses cost more." I said, "Why are you acting like as if you some big baller?" I'm like, order the frames like what we did. Order the frames. So it took her a couple of months. He broke his glasses months ago. Not one. Let me tell you, if I had the money, I would do it. I would just get him the glasses and be done with it. But I can't do any sort of payment plan with these opticians because it doesn't work like that. Okay? So you either have to have all the money up front or not, what have you. But she said that she was going to get it for him. So I said, okay, fine. She could have went today. And I'm leaving. And because I mentioned that, she doesn't want to hear that because, again, don't want to hear the truth. Then try to talk about, because I'm not watching the kids, because she had to go pick up the kids from the boys and girls. I said, that is an agreement that you've made. And I said, there are times I want to pick them up, okay? I said, but I'm not doing that anymore. I said, I've bent backwards for you too many times. Too many times. Okay? And I just told her, I said, you could have went today. That was it. I said, listen, I'm not having an argument with you. I'm going to leave. I'm not arguing with you over this. That's it. So then she tried to guilt trip me, like, sure, fine, if you want to say fuck you. I said, I didn't say that. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I understand how they are conditioned and how they are programmed. And like I told a long time ago, I said, listen, you may think you getting over me, you fooling me. I said, no. I said, I know everything that you're doing. Okay? And I allow you to get away with it, but it's going to be a point where I'm no longer going to do that. Okay? And I said, because again, if you continue to treat me a certain way because you have a date going on, you want to act if I'm non-existent, that's fine. You know what? I put up with that shit for over 2 years, almost 2.5 years. I'm not doing it, and I think that's long enough. Okay? So, just to try to argue with me about the situation, I'm just like, look, you were home today. You could have went over there and dropped the frames off, put the prescription in, and that's it. She doesn't even want to do that, but she wants me to do it. Okay? These are things that I've done before. I would have no problem doing it. But when I got in the house, she didn't say anything about it. She was too busy. And what happened after I told her that Ethan needs to study? Right? Because I made him study for 3 hours. Okay? And I told him, I said, if you study for the 3 hours, I will give you back a computer. You can use this for the weekend, but then I'm taking it away again tomorrow, okay? So he did. And what did she do? She went to sleep and she slept the entire time. She woke up whenever there's the signal, the police sirens, that's when she woke up. And she come into the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? I like, listen, I'll tell you, they have aligned themselves with the psychological conditioning by the white supremacists, those within the police force. These are black women today. This is what they've done. A lot of them. They do in favor for money, for positions in their jobs, or what have you. This is what they've been doing. And they're trying to get away with it, okay? They're trying to get away with it because NYPD will buy. If you walk by like, that's it, mommy, that's it. Yeah, fuck you, that's it too. Get the fuck out of here. Try to send a subliminal message. Fuck out of here. Fuck you motherfuckers. Right? Like, I give a shit. I don't give a fuck. Okay? So there you go. So anyhow, like I said, what I care about is my kids. Okay? Not to say I don't care about her, but when people refuse to listen to you because they think that, what they do is that they give them a false sense of power. But what they don't understand is they are setting them up so that they can be used as a tool, and are being used as a tool against us as black men, but also they set them up as a tool to be used by white men. Okay? Like I said, when black men turn our backs from them, then you're going to see what the white man is going to do to them. Okay? But they want to act ignorant, and that's the thing. When it comes to the plight of black men, they don't want to know nothing at all. It's all about them. But when it comes to them, we got to know everything, right? We gotta settle. We gotta compromise. But they don't want to compromise 1 inch. They have no idea what compromising means. They think compromising means, because I didn't argue with you today. Okay? That's not compromising. Compromising means that when the person in your relationship, when you're doing something to hurt the person in the relationship and also hurt the relationship, period, then you need to change that. If the person comes to you and say, hey, you need to stop doing this because this is, such and such, and you're gonna dismiss it like if, the person, particularly us men, didn't say that. And I told her, I said, your problem has always been is that you don't listen to me. But you will listen to the dudes that will tell you anything to screw you left and right. Okay? And that's all they want. And once they get it, they're done. And as a woman in her 40s, in your 40s, you should know better. I said, it's not like you're in your 20s. We're not in our 20s no more. Okay? You're not even in your 30s. You're in your 40s, your mid-40s. And this is what we see. We see a lot of grown women in their 40s, in their 50s, acting as if they're still in their 20s. Okay? And that's what, the last time she did what she did, like I said, that's it. I said, I'm not going to allow her to disrespect me like this anymore. I'm not doing it. You got a date, that's fine. But you're not going to treat me anyhow, and then after the person don't call you for a couple of days, now you want to call me and act as if everything is all fine between me and you. No. I've been through it too many times. Not doing it again. So I just choose to walk away. I still come over. I still watch my kids. I still, do some housework, what have you. I still clean up now and then. But it's not going to be an everyday thing. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I had to tell my son today because he refused to listen to me. I said, listen, you better start listening to me, okay? I said, forget about whatever people are telling you, okay? Because they don't really care about you. I said, me as your father, I care about you. And I'm trying to make you avoid the pitfalls and the mistake, the traps that have been laid before you as a young black kid. You're going to go into a young black man. And, you know what I'm saying? I want you to do better. Too many of us today, particularly us black people, like I said, we've all been conditioned with this crab in the barrel mentality, bringing each other down, even our own children. The shit is ridiculous.
I don't know.
And they may not like what I have to say, but it's the damn truth. And when it comes to truth, black people, particularly black women, they run from that shit like water, like a cat run from water. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to think it. They just want to keep living in their delusion. But what they don't understand is the white supremacists have been conditioning us, black men and black women, okay, to go at each other and to destroy ourselves and our nation as black people. Okay? No other group of women disrespect their men like black men, like black women do. No other group of men disrespect their women like black men do. Okay? No other group. This is why they are faring much better than us. But we refuse to listen, we refuse to comprehend. And they will get people who speak the truth like me, target them, experiment on them, because in order to change our way of thinking to one of passivity, of acceptance to the bullshit, and we're saying no. As I said, as me as a TI, I'm going to tell all these white supremacists, fuck you. You can destroy my family all you want, but you're never going to shut me up. The way you're going to shut me up is in a fucking box, and you better do it, because that's the only how you're going to do it. And particularly us as black men, we better stand up and take and as far as religion, you need to get rid of that shit. That's one of the greatest tools they use against us is religion. As black men, we need to get rid of those shit. At least if you believe in a religion, okay, put it to good use. Just like the nation, I don't say nothing about the Nation of Islam. They're the one black organization, that the black race organization in this country that actually cares about black people. Not these damn black Christian pastors and preachers. All they're doing is telling lies to black women, to our women, to get them into the church so they can give them their money so they can buy Bentleys and big houses and talk about, equally yoked bullshit. Meanwhile, they find themselves in their 50s, 60s, single, acting like they're damn young 21-year-olds. And they hate the truth. We as black people, we hate the truth. Our psychological condition has been meant to destroy us internally. Why do you think there's no black professionals, therapists, psychologists that is doing anything about our conditioning? Why do you think that is? Why do you think these black elites are not building for black people? Particularly when it comes to land. Land is wealth. You don't see them coming back buying up the neighborhood, building apartments. I see the Jewish people do it. They align themselves with the city. They get contracts. You know, they build, taking over entire neighborhood, building apartment buildings for their people. And what we as black people do, we're selfish as shit. We're selfish. We get a position, and that's it. We want to hold on to that position. We don't want to help no other black person. These black wealthy people, what are they doing? What are they doing? They have no social responsibilities to their people, where every other group of elites of wealthy understand that with that, with what they have, the resources, they have a social responsibility to their group. And not only a social responsibility, but they understand that when they engage in that social responsibility, they become even wealthier. But that concept don't seem to grasp their mind, right? That reality don't seem to grasp their mind. But if you look at any other group of people, that's exactly what they do and how they think. Because they understand that by investing in their people, right, not only do they get an economic return, but they also get a return in society where they can have a better chance, right? And guess what? In return, those people become loyal, even though it's a subconscious thing, but they become loyal to them. This is why they use the classes as buffer zones, right? The white middle class, the white working class, the white upper class. We have to understand those concepts, and we don't, because we think in an individualistic mindset and way of thinking instead of a collective one, instead of a group one. We're too individualistic. They have made us this way. And we got to change that. We got to change that. And these Sambos, I call them, walking up and down like they're such and such, what have you, they can do whatever they want. They can say whatever they want. Let them. Okay? Because these Sambos all should be lined up and shot. As Harriet Tubman once said, those slaves that try to turn against us, we kill them. That's what they need to do. And I don't mean that literally, but figuratively speaking. Okay, so don't take my word and twist it. All right? What I'm saying is that their mentality towards us is one that is against us. So we cannot allow them. We got to line them up and keep them in a corner somewhere. Okay? Because they are spiritually dead. They are mentally dead. Anytime you don't have the love for yourself and your people and want to see your people move forward, you cannot be taken as take it seriously, because they're going to use them against us. And we cannot allow it. Too many have been, they're driving in nice cars or what have you. That's just, meanwhile, they're house poor. They think that they're better. That's the mentality. Listen, when I had a car, I didn't think like that. I didn't have an expensive car. I never had a nice car, but I never thought like that. The people come out and they sit down in my car. I said, yeah, that's fine. As long as you're not on the hood, you could on the trunk, yeah, that's fine. But don't be sitting on my hood and don't be trying to, run up on my hood. Don't do that. Because I don't put material things over people. That's what we've been conditioned to do, put material things over each other. Okay? And I'm going to keep speaking out against it. So I don't give a fuck what they think. And they can be like, that's it, whatever. Yeah, that's it for me too. So fuck you. There you go. How you like that?